You just reach in there like that.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, all right, let's place the first. Oh, that's gonna smell good. I'm glad I'm standing in the smoke.
Yeah.
I think we've got it in a good spot. As you can see, it's a nice, large pile of dung. I figure if we're gonna be doing some Pioneer cooking, we really ought to be doing some Pioneer cooking with Pioneer cookware. Now, I cannot guarantee exactly how old this is. It's kind of hard to tell. But as you can tell by the handle, you don't see that no more. And then if you look down here on the bottom of the pan, you see this gate mark. This is where they used to fill the cast iron molds. Okay, they stopped doing that around 1910, started doing that around 1800. So I can't promise you when this is. I know it's at least 110 plus years old. I have family that moved out west, so this really could have come across the plains. Either way, it's a pretty cool thing. You know, not quite as refined. You look on the inside of that lid. The thing chooches, and it chooches good. And if we're gonna do proper Pioneer cooking, we're gonna do proper Pioneer cooking. Like the Pioneers used to have, they always had a freezer full of chicken stock. And don't tell anyone this is actually turkey stock, homemade. Yep, boiled the bones myself and everything. A little bit of rosemary from the garden, a little bit of fresh ground nutmeg. And by fresh, whenever McCormick ground it up 14 years ago. Only the finest Himalayan pink salt you can find in a plastic jug. I don't really even know if that's Himalayan. I don't really care. The stuff tastes good. Pre-ground pepper, and when you crank on that little handle, guess what?
Pepper comes out?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Crazy.
It is, it really is. On the westward migration, along the Oregon Trail, the Mormon Trail, the California Trail, the Trail. We know that they used bay leaves from Walmart often, and so that's why we got this. And they always carried olive oil. Oh, son of a diddly, I got something better than olive oil. Oh, I rendered some fat and preserved that. We're gonna use this in there too. You know why? Because that's the real deal. And this stuff came off a prime rib fat from a rib roast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that good. Homegrown carrots, Idaho grown spuds, Canadian grown mushrooms, and some homegrown green onions. And so I'm actually, instead of using the green part of the onion, I'm gonna use the this part down here and use that for some flavoring. And then we got ourselves some pheasant. If we're gonna be doing some pseudo Pioneer cooking on buffalo dung, you gotta have some wild game. And so there we go. And then we've got some fresh ground flour from the bag. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw some fats in here, a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna throw in a little bit of that rendered fat right there. And we're gonna go put this over on the coals. I think they should be near to be ready. I'm gonna use this little tenderizer here. This is the coolest thing. So on this tenderizer, you can either use this flat spot, or you can use this one with a bunch of nipples all over it to help, you know, smash down that meat and make it extra good. So we're gonna tenderize pheasant. If you haven't eaten pheasant before, it's delicious, it really is. It doesn't taste like chicken, it tastes like pheasant. And oh, these plates, these were also my great-grandfather's plates. You got it, that's the word. So we got some beef tallow. Good job, that's the part. We're gonna have to write that down right here, and then we won't forget. I love the state, and when I say the state, I mean the physical ground of California. Love California. It is an amazing, amazing place. There's just no way I'd want to live there on purpose currently with the California situation. But you take the California out of California, just give me the dirt and the beauty of it. Holy crap, I'm in love. But look at this. One of the few things coming out of California that's not communist. Look at this rich craft stainless steel. These are just nice, heavy duty little spoons. Amazing. They're great for everything, not just Dutch oven, but they really are good for Dutch oven. You know, if the Pioneers would have had this, they probably would have crossed the plains, you know, like 3 months faster. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Okay, let's try that again. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! So I am gonna make a couple last minute additions. We're gonna add some California celery and some pre-cooked bacon. That's what my Fish told me how you say French in bacon. You say bacon. And I think that's because they don't really know what it's called. There's a disclaimer here. This is not authentic Pioneer food, but it's Pioneer inspired. And by Pioneer inspired, I mean cooking on poop. Oh, look at this. It's just perfect. Nice little charcoal crap going on right here. Just gonna put it right there on the poop. Just gonna add a little bit of this because I already put it in the jug, so might as well.
What are those little things?
It's bacon because we don't have any fresh bacon, so I had to use our pre-cooked salad bacon. Now, bacon is something they would have had.
Because they would cut up pigs.
Well, because it preserved well. Pork preserved real well. One thing I would just tell you, it's way harder cooking on this poop. Keeping the fire going. It's more like charcoal where it's kind of a slow smolder.
Yeah, it was more easier with baked beans. Right?
I think so. Real wood is gonna burn a little bit hotter, but it took a minute, but we got it going.
Yep.
All right. I put some additional salt, pepper, and nutmeg on there. There's bay leaves.
Cucumbers?
Nope. Green onions.
Oh.
Let's add a little bit more of this. Yeah, let's just put it all in there. Olive oil is healthy for you. Some frozen chicken stock in there. The turkey stock.
Let that melt for a minute.
That's all right. Look, a couple casualties we lost.
Why it was only two? It was good.
Yummy dummy.
You haven't even tried it yet. But I think you're gonna be right. I think it is gonna be yummy dummy. All right.
Yummy dummy.
How does it smell?
Good.
All right. Make sure you don't get too much. All right. There you go. All right. Got so caught up in eating the pheasant stew, I completely forgot to finish the video. It just turned out fantastic. It was just that much more fun cooking it on my great-grandfather's old pot and cooking it on a little bit of buffalo crap. I mean, nothing's better. You know, as my grandma used to say, if you ever got ashes in your food, she called it seasoning. If you ever get the chance, try it out. I think I'm done. It's a lot more work trying to keep that fire going and tending to it than just using charcoal or wood. But in the end, it is an experience and one I'll never forget. Keep your stick on the ice.